What it do, people? Once again, it's locked up in this motherfucker at Loch121, LOCH121. Follow me everywhere: Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, all that. Check out the links in my description. But we here to talk about power. I'm gonna have to do 7 and 8, episode 7 and 8. Then I'm gonna come back and do episode 9 because that deserves its own episode. You know, its own recap. But you know, I gotta. I'm behind, people. But just because I'm behind, I ain't gonna give you no shabby review. I'm still gonna get into it. It's just gonna be a longer video than most, but I'm gonna try to zip through it as quick as possible. You know what I mean? All right. So Power, season 4, episode 7, lied to my face. All right. So boom, just to recap what had happened in episode 6, Jukebox got murked out by Kanan. Kanan escaped with the money. So boom, we in episode 7. Tariq and Ghost, they get on the train. Tariq looking like he in shock and shit. Grimace tells Tommy that Ghost and Kanan robbed him and killed a worker. Ghost hits up Tommy, tells him about the Tariq, you know, and the trouble. Tommy asks if Reek is okay and what happened. And he like, we need to talk, and asks why Kanan is alive. And Tommy tells him about the fake ransom demand from the first episode of this season. So Ghost tells him about Kanan shooting Juke, and Tommy be speaking for the audience and shit. Because Tommy was like, says, this story is so weird. Yeah, I thought so too, nigga. For Kanan's character to just, anyway, for his character to just change up like that, and suddenly he don't want to kill Ghost and yada yada. And he like, if you was anybody else, you'd be dead. So then Tommy asked, he asked Tariq if Dre knew Kanan was alive. And Tariq lies, and he like, nah, Dre ain't know. Then you see Mock, and he's threatening everybody up at the office to fire their dumbass for everything that's taking place. You know what I'm saying? So that's always good. What up? What's popping? Don't trip. I said it. I see you. What up? But yeah. All right, let me get to the review. Thanks for coming through. Subscribe. I forgot to say that at the beginning of this review and shit about subscribe and shit, but whatever. Boom. So yes, Mock talking about firing everybody, and basically they're suspended. You know what I mean? Tasha asked where Ghost and where Ghost and Tariq were, and you know he was like, Tariq was like, yeah, you lied straight to my face. Thus the title of the episode, lied to my face. And Ghost tells Tasha that Kanan was slim. Duh, stupid. So Ghost screams on Tasha and tells her, you know, you had one job, bitch. One job. And she like, nigga, I was trying to get you out of jail. Fuck you, fuck, nigga. Basically. So, and Raina was hearing this whole conversation, and Tasha mentioned she told Ghost to kill Kanan 10 years ago. So, you know, Raina like, ooh, no, she didn't. So, yeah, that's how that went down with Raina checking out the convo, being nosy. You know what I mean? Raina hella nosy. So Simon came to see Ghost, and he brought an image maker team to his house to do an interview with that fine ass chick, Olivia Gorman. She trying to throw that pussy at Ghost, man. She like Olivia Horman. No, so they want the kids to be in the shit too or whatever. So yeah, they got this nigga Ghost looking crazy out here trying to be on TV and shit going on. So yeah, Tommy goes to meet up with Dre, and he pulls the fucking gun on Dre, and he's fucking disgusted. Hey baby, What up, don't trip. So yeah, he's fucking disgusted, and he rolls up on Dre, and he's still putting that pressure on him about, nigga, did you motherfucking know about Kanan? And so then he lets Dre lets him know about Julio's car and says, you know, he had a meeting with a new Primera. I don't know why they keep on calling these niggas Primeras. Fuck it. He had a new plug. I mean, a new connect, a new customer. They want to be all fucking anyway. Takes him to the warehouse. They find Julio, sees his neck tat, so he knows it's the Toro's logo. He says, you know, it's disrespect to him and Ghost or whatever. Dre asked for a promotion right then. Dre doesn't give a fuck. Dre ain't shit. Damn, nigga. This nigga body is right. So yeah, he asked for a promotion or whatever. Says, you know, he wants to meet up with Uriel. And he says, you got the job, kid. And Dre says, he talking to the body. After Tommy leaves, he talking to the body. And he like, yeah, I won, motherfucker. Dre, you ain't shit. I hope Dre gets killed twice. I fucking hate this nigga, man. You said Tasha didn't know what happened to Kanan, so I don't understand why he said it. I mean, whatever. I guess the truth might have came out anyway. She gonna wonder why her kid is like fucking insane now and shit. I mean, you know, I guess she ain't never they ain't never really keep that gangster shit away from each other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I guess I wouldn't really expect for her to lie about, you know, for Ghost to lie about that shit. I mean, you know, they both in denial. Mm. You said Ghost is in denial. Everything went downhill when he started fucking with Angela. Left the family, emptied accounts for hosts. Hold up though. Everything really started to go down when Tasha didn't want Ghost to go clean. Now, had Tasha not been on this, nigga, you gonna motherfucking sell drugs and kill niggas. Fuck that. Get this money, nigga. What's this? $70,000 in one night at the club? That ain't shit, bitch, nigga. But well, wait a minute. So she was wild on that nigga, right? So where was I at? All right, so Dre like, I need this promotion and shit. So Mike Sachs and Angie talking, and they still want Ghost and James St. Patrick. And Sachs says he'll get Ghost and he gonna take Angie down too. Damn, Sachs. So Tommy and Ghost, they talking. They talk about Ruiz wearing a wire. Tommy tell Ghost how he heard, you know, that recording and all that, and he tells him, you know, he took care of it, and he got business with the Toros Locos, and he break out. Tasha tells Raina about Kanan. Yeah, says stay away from him, and he's dangerous. And she says stop calling her baby. She like, bitch, I know niggas is out here hustling. I know niggas is out here killing motherfuckers. Man, I heard you talk about anyway. So and she asks where was Tariq, and she tells him Tariq got in over his head, and he was with Kanan, and she says she needs Raina to look out for him. Bad move, and sneak out and, you know, and sneaks out to tell her or whatever. You know, she says look out if he sneaks out. You know what I'm saying? Pardon me, I'm high, so sometimes I be fucking up. Dre and Angela killed for promotion. Well, she didn't really kill that nigga, but man, Dre is the worst type of nigga ever. So, so Tasha, so yeah, all right, so yeah, so yeah, where was that? Okay, so Sax and Mike talk to Mock. Mock asks if the murderer is one of them. Yeah, what if the murderer is one of them, Mike Sandoval? He blames the nigga Donovan, the fake L.A. Reid nigga, and asks Mock to check it out. Always trying to blame some shit on a nigga. You ain't shit, Mike. So Donovan, first you wanted to get Ghost, now you want to get your own man. You ain't shit. He said they had one conversation. He didn't bring it to her like he was asking. He should have put his foot down so she knew it wasn't optional. You talking about the interviewer chick, the journalist? Is that who you talking about? Because if that's who you're talking about, of course he didn't put his foot down just in case he trying to smash later on down the line, especially when he find out that motherfucking Silver got your bitch. But anyway, so Donovan Donovan says, so yeah, so he's trying to blame that shit on this nigga and shit because they always want to blame shit on a nigga. So Donovan says Ghost killed Greg and to Angela. And she says no. She asks who went upstairs, and she says Greg Killer is still out there. So Silver says the interview was a bad idea. He says they need to do it so because if he gets re-indicted, she needs to be there. Silver doesn't want to rep Ghost anymore. Why? Because you want to fuck his wife, nigga. So she says, we need you. I need you. Says he's there for her, not him. I'm here to put this dick in you, Tasha, as soon as possible. So yeah, oh yeah, let me get my fucking background right and shit. Hold up. I'm fucking up. That shit don't even really matter. But anyway, so yeah, so he definitely wants to put his dick somewhere around in or around Tasha's mouth, and that's just a fact. Peace out. You can always look at the you can always look up the video later on. It'll be up. Subscribe, come back through. Definitely appreciate that. I'll subscribe to you too. You know what I mean? But yeah, so have a good trip. She said the train coming. So Silver says, so yeah, Ghost and Proctor talk. And he tells him that Tommy killed Bailey in Proctor's apartment, and Tommy's a psycho. That's basically what happened. So Ghost asks about the tape, and Proctor stutters. So he lying. And he says it's destroyed. And Ghost says, clean your house over and over, nigga. Once, twice, three times a lady, motherfucker. Tommy goes to see Uriel, the dude from Toros Locos, and he blames Julio's death on a lone wolf. Tommy shoots dude in the face properly after a little talking. And he says he wants his territory he gave them for Julio. And Tommy demands meeting with the Jimenez. He says he'll set it up. So yeah. Uriel says Dre said sacrifice would work. The sacrifice would work. And Dre said the killing was supposed to not have a clue to it, but your dumb ass didn't cut the neck head off, made it look obvious. War would be bad. So then you see Mexican man and woman goons and some goons come into an apartment, and they got a man's wife, and they call her a snitch, and they make him snort some coke, and it kills him. And then they take a gold gun, and a woman goes and gets their baby, and they talking shit. It's kind of Pulp Fiction-y. And he like, would you kill her, please? And he just shoots her hella nonchalant in the face, not even looking. And the lady says, what was that? What was that? While holding the baby. Like, and then they leave a card and they dip out. So I guess those are the cards that chick was leaving last season trying to scare Ghost, I believe. All right, so Sax and Mock, they meet and they talk about Sax meeting with Bailey. Says Donovan was Mike's idea. Mock says stay in the city while they find Bailey. So Olivia does the interview with Ghost and the family. They talk about the case, talk about Ghost's ex-lover, and all that, freeing him. Silver is watching. Olivia says seeing Angie must have been painful, and asked where her wedding ring is. And she said she sold it to pay for the lawyer to get Ghost out. And she said, you know, she's ready to rebuild. And Tasha said she stopped believing in his dreams, and now they're stronger than ever. They are not. You are a liar. Donovan goes to see Angela and says Sachs met Bailey. And Angela said Sachs is not a killer, but might jerk off over a dead body. And they start investigating the video. Tariq meets with Dre and asks why Tariq covered for him. Reek wants the truth. You know, he asks if he put Kanan in jail, if Ghost put Kanan in jail, and did Ghost kill the dude Breeze, who was their boss? And he figured out why Kanan wanted him. You know what I'm saying? So he asked if Tommy helped set Kanan up, and Dre says he didn't. And then he asked if his mom helped, and Dre pauses and the scene cuts. So I assume he said, yeah, nigga, your mama was all in that shit, nigga. She helped, nigga. She even want the nigga to get murked and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said Tasha. He didn't put his foot down with Tasha. Tasha is out of pocket. So Tommy meets with the Jimenez goons. So it's a goon rocking the baby that they stole. They just stole a baby. I bought a baby. Cash. So the woman is Alicia and the man is Diago. Tommy always heard it was the Jimenez brothers. That's what we always heard too. Alicia, who is fine than a motherfucker, said he heard wrong and tells about them killing Julio. Talked about the territory. Alicia says Ghost is gone. He got the picture, so she wants the territory back in 6 corners. Oh, so yeah, Alicia is like Ghost is gone. Tommy is like, fuck that. Y'all violated. I want that territory back that we gave up for Julio in 6 corners, and I want a port connect in Cali, you know, and says he'll kick him back a little and says he killed Lobos. And they say, hey, they had Lobos stabbed in prison. And he's like, nah. And, you know, since he killed Lobos, they've been #1 in Mexico. Fuck y'all. Don't take too long to think about this shit. So Reek is high as hell on that lean playing first shooter games, wilding out. Kind of remind me of the movie Clockers when that kid was playing the video game and he had the bully who was trying to extort him and shit and fucking with him, and he ended up shooting his ass. So Ghost comes in and he asks if the game bothers him after that jukebox shit, and he asks, you know, how he, and so he asks how he met Kanan, and you know, he's still not really answering. And Reek presses Ghost for the truth about everything, and Ghost still lies. So Teresi calls Ghost, threatening him. Teresi funny, just the old man just call, hey, what's up? I told you, bitch, nigga. What's up with the phone call from motherfucking Tommy, bitch? So yeah. Teresi calls and shit, talking shit. Tasha, Silver, and some other people go out. So Tasha is violating like a motherfucker. Damn, she tripping, man. She violating, man. So they go out and they doing like some fucking karaoke, and she sings Whitney. Yeah. And she's singing the Silver and shit. She's singing that I have nothing. And yeah, Jukebox, you lost the sing-off. You lost the sing-off to Tasha. You said you could sing better. You did not show that. The lie detector proves that was a fucking lie. So yeah, she did not sing better than Tasha. At least not in that scene, because I know old girl, not old, but I know that actress actually can sing. She was in Dreamgirls and shit. I think she's been on Broadway and all that. So yes, Tasha is violating. So Mike and Mock talk, and Mock seems like skeptical and shit. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. Silver and Ghost talk. Um, saying, I mean, not Silver and Ghost, I'm tripping. Silver and Tasha are talking or whatever. And she says, like, in another life, they could have done something and they kiss. And she with it. And she like, it's the first time for everything. Well, goddamn it, Tasha, you freak. So Tasha waking up happy as a motherfucker at the crib with Ghost, not at Silver's crib. And Ghost got her a ring. So he trying to rekindle the flame. And he like, you know, first time she made him a better man and all this bullshit. And she just looking like awkward. I'm gonna suck somebody else's dick soon. So Ghost is at an event, meeting people. Simon is there, introduces him to a councilman, white guy. He wants to do some shit in Manhattan. Ghost wants to work with the hood. Reek playing games and shit, still high. Uh, Tommy comes and Tommy comes. He asked if he knew Ghost put Kanan in. Oh, what the fuck? I'm tripping. What the fuck? Oh, okay. So Tommy comes in while, you know, these are two different scenes or whatever. Ghost is at the event. Reek is at home. Tommy comes in. He asking Tommy if he knew Ghost put Kanan in jail. And he says Kanan told him that they hustled and they killed people. And he says, you should ask your father about that, sir. I'm not gonna answer that. I plead the fifth, nigga. So the interviewer, Olivia, with her fine ass, oh, she's creamy. So she wants the D. And so she says, Tasha don't love you, nigga. They still at that event. And she introduces him to Lorenz Tate, old dog. And his name is Rashad Tate. That's hella confusing. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga, he from Queens too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Queens niggas, my Jamaica Queens niggas. So the councilman says, before he commits, there's a property in his district he might be interested in. So now Reek is on that lean. He hiding a motherfucker ring and come in and ask him what he hiding. Says she worried about him, knows about Kanan, and he says the parents is liars, says Ghost and Tommy was gangsters. Raina wants to go away to some school in Connecticut. Reek like, nah, Raina, fuck them white folks. They're gonna keep Ghost out of jail. Like they gotta keep Ghost out of jail because if that nigga go to jail, nigga, we ain't gonna have no video games and shit, nigga. All this shit is gone, nigga. It's gone. We gonna be broke, nigga. So Reek ends up throwing her out real hard and she falls on the ground and shit. So Silver is at this same event for whatever reason. I don't know. Why is Silver? Because he's his lawyer. I don't know why Silver is there. He's at the event talking to Tasha. Simon says, stay away from Rashad Tate. Stay away from that nigga. So he wants the councilman Leonard. That's the dude who wants to do the Manhattan thing, the white guy. Simon says Leonard is the juice. He says, you know, Tate can't be controlled. You can't control old dog, nigga. So Mike has a gun and he's going to see Donovan, probably to blow his brains out, I'm thinking. But his daughter answers the door. So he like, yeah, don't even tell him I came by. Like she's not gonna tell him. So Donovan and Angie, they review the video and they finally see Mike going up the stairs. Finally, we got that fuck nigga. Then they get a knock on the door, tense for a minute, but it's Sax. And he starts talking shit like, I think that nigga Donovan did that shit. And then Angela opens the door and Sax like, did you hear that shit? And Donovan like, I heard this shit, you bitch. So Angie goes to Silver House. I'm stupid. Tasha goes to Silver's house and fucks him. And she let them titties out, baby. And they was big and chocolate. And I loved them every time she brings them big motherfuckers out. So Tommy goes to Truth. and tells Tommy about Charlie Murphy. And, you know, Ghost tells him about Charlie Murphy, about bashing his face in relentlessly, R.I.P. to Charlie Murphy. And then Ghost, like, I know about the Bailey murder. And he like, Teresi wants him to call him and ask about the Bailey body in the tape. And Tommy talking about, yeah, Proctor got it. He took care of it. Suggests that Proctor has the body in tape. And they don't know what plans Proctor made beforehand. And he says he'll talk to Proctor and Tommy needs to talk to Teresi. So then you see Mock roll up on Proctor and he says he thinks Bailey has evidence and Ghost and Tommy made him disappear. And he says he knows Bailey's last phone signal came from Proctor's place. And he asks what happened. And he says, Proctor, you know, nigga, if you don't tell me, they gonna kill your ass. And, you know, Proctor like, fuck you. And Ghost is somewhere in the shadows watching on that Mace meme shit. And Tommy calls Tony and he tells him, nigga, I'm your daddy. I met your mama when she was a dancer in Atlantic City. She was a freak. She was twerking that ass back then, twerking that Irish ass. And Tommy says, you know, his dad is dead. And Tony says, you know, it was Kate. It was Kate's choice to leave him out of his life. So he says he got a thing about redheads. And Tommy looked like, I like them too. I like them redheads too. So Tony wants Tommy to come see him. And that is where our episode ends at on episode 7. But since this is a double feature, damn it, we got to get into the next episode, which is 8. And then, like I said, I'm going to give 9 his own shit. Let's see. I think Silver. Oh, bro. Oh my God. You know what though? Hold up. I think I've been said Silver was gay ever since he said that shit to Proctor, talking about what is he different than the other boys. But then I was like, maybe that actor nigga is just gay. But even in the sex scene, he looked like a nigga who ain't never got no pussy in his life. Like that nigga looked crazy when he was having sex. That nigga looked like he motherfucking be doing some weird shit. I don't know, man. Silver might be gay, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So yes, I've been like, that nigga might have some shit, you know, whatever. You know, you gay, man. But yeah, so let's go, man. Episode 8 is shit. I hope that Silver, you know, because of Tasha doing what she's doing, I hope that Silver is a fucking abusive alcoholic and punches Tasha in the face. That is what I hope. Because in the next coming up episodes, man, Tasha is ridiculous, man. Tasha is a fucking nut, man. She crazy if she. Anyway, so let's go to episode 8. I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible and shit. You know what I mean? Silver had sex like people have sex in softcore porn movies on Showtime and shit. Like he was like that nigga looked like he was just hunching. Nigga, put your booty up, my nigga. Like this nigga booty, it was just too much Silver booty for me. Preferably, I could do with less Silver booty. You know, you know what I mean? But yes, we're in the intermission. Subscribe. Follow me at Loch121 everywhere. Yes, I do other shit other than look at TV. I do music and other shit. We'll be on this TV shit. So boom, Power episode 8 is done. Silver wakes up, Tasha is gone. She left him like he was a $5 whore. so so yeah, yeah. Ghost comes to talk to him. I know Silver was shook than a motherfucker. So Ghost come to talk about him, ask about if Proctor is under investigation. Says he ain't hear shit. He finds Tasha's earring. He ain't know it was Tasha's on the floor and shit. And Silver like, man, you know how that shit be, man. Little gray area, you know what I'm saying? I ain't heard, she ain't mine, you know what I'm saying? It's pimping, baby. So Tommy is talking to Dre about the Jimenez and says they can handle this without Jason. And he says if they don't get this done by midnight, nigga, strap up, grip up. And Dre like, fuck. So Mike meets with Sax outside the Fed building, asking about if Sax talked to Mike. And he asks if they still have an agreement, and he says yes. And he hops in the cab, like, let me get the fuck away from this motherfucker. Keisha asks about the interview to Tasha, and she mentions talking to Silver and calling him Terry. And she was about to tell, she was about to tell Keisha or whatever. Raina shows the kids the private school. Shows Tasha the private school. Tasha asks why she want to leave all of a sudden. So then you see Tariq call Brains and he wants in, probably on another robbery or whatever. Let me see. What we talking about? The writers are not writing her true to character. She's a G, but they got her out here like a dumb thot. Maybe Tasha is a dumb thot. He didn't even put his bottoms on when Ghost showed up unexpectedly. He wanted Ghost to see his Jangalang. I think he knew. That's why he suggested Tasha can hook him up with a house cleaner. Nah, Ghost don't know. He don't know. Because he would be screaming on Tasha. Believe that. At the least, he would punch Silver in the face. Because Silver is a hoe ass nigga. If he didn't, he does now, since both Tasha and Silver were no show. Nah, they actually were at that event. Actually, I thought. I believe they were at that event. Right. So yes, Tariq calls Brains and he wants to go robbing people for no reason. But nigga be dumb, young, doing dumb shit. So whatever. I could see if he was doing some real shit. Nigga, you should be hustling like your father, getting to that real money. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all this breaking in mother. Anyway, Tate and Ghost are in Queens, and he brings Dre by surprise. How that happened? Oh, I guess because Dre was at the event too. Everybody was at that event. So Sax, Mike, and Angie talk. Donovan tells Sax he came over and he knows that he wanted to kill him or whatever. So they need better evidence. Angie pulls out Ghost's phone from Hugo Sanchez. That was like Lobo's worker or whatever. That Lobo's connect. Someone inside the feds picked up that other phone. Remember back when Mike picked up the phone and she like it wasn't Greg. And says Mike killed Greg. Says maybe Greg had the phone, so they can't use that phone. You know what I mean? Still. So Tate is in Queens with Ghost and Tommy and wants to clear out crime to rebuild. The territory is the Toros Locos people. Ghost checks Dre about the surprise. Dre be getting away with murder. They are, those are the blocks they traded for Julio. How fucking convenient is that? Dre tells Ghost about the Jimenez and they want to stop the war. Tommy goes to see his mother and ask about Teresi, and she lies and says his father is dead. Dre goes to tell all the hustlers they need to strap up and go to war with the Jimenez. Cristobal pulls Dre to the side, like, didn't know that, Julio would cause all this shit. And they want to stay ahead of Tommy. Ghost and Tommy meet, and he tells them Tony says he's his dad and asks about the Jimenez war, asks if his people in Chicago are gonna back this. He said, they didn't flinch when Tommy told them about the Lobos killing. Tommy asked him to take a meeting with the Jimenez to avoid war. He said, nigga, you got to get your hands dirty again, my nigga. Facts. So Ghost surprises Proctor at his daughter's school asking about Mock and him knowing about Bailey and all that. And he like having evidence. Proctor says we in this together. You know what I'm saying? He asked Proctor about him still having that evidence. And he says, this is a Tommy thing, rolling up on that nigga like, what's up? By surprise. And he says, Mock, he says, if Mock reach out to Proctor, reach out to him. Just let me know what's going on, basically. So Proctor is under pressure. Tommy goes to Connie's house, that's Teresa's wife or whatever, to see Sammy. She invites him in. She looks a little bit better. She was looking like death the last time and shit. So as she asks about, where he from, and says, I'm from Queens and I'm an Egan. And she said, I don't know no Egans in Brooklyn. And she offers some whiskey and asked about his mom. And he's like, bitch, why you want to know about my mother? And, she doesn't know Kate Egan, but you do know her, actually. You might not know her, but you know her. You share that dick. You share that boy. So Tommy takes some photos out like some family whatever photo album, and he breaks out. He steals them. Ghost and Tommy meet Alicia and Diego, the Jimenez, the Lannisters of power. I swear they fucking or something. There's something weird going on with them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's going on in the chat. Dre definitely gotta die. I don't understand what Tate wants. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. He was like, let me see, facts. No, he went alone and was talking to Angie. And when Silver told Tasha he was invited to the event, she was surprised. Okay. Alfonso from the hood, definitely. You said that was a plot hole too because she never called the phone. She texted him and he called back thinking it was old dude. Maybe I had a plot hole. Maybe I just said call. Maybe I feel like it was a point where somebody called the phone number and see, but I feel like at some point, yeah, like Angie called that phone and he just picked it up, but he ain't say nothing. I thought that's what happened. I'm gonna have to go back and check. You know what I'm saying? I really don't understand what Tate wants because it seems kind of fucking redundant for him to just be another motherfucker who just randomly wants in on ghost money. Like it, but I guess, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I kind of do know because I watched the leak episodes, but I'm trying to keep it real copacetic. I already saw the finale. Chill, 50. Don't come at me. Don't come at me, Courtney. You know what I'm saying? Don't come at me, Courtney Kemp. I watched them motherfuckers anyway. But I'm still gonna do my reviews and I ain't gonna spoil shit. So yeah. So Ghost and Tommy meet up with Alicia and Diego. And Ghost says they know they killed Lobos and still won't agree. and says they left that card on hundreds of bodies, but he will expose their ass as frauds for taking credit for that Lobo shit. And says if they agree, Ghost lets them lie, and we can not have war or whatever. Diego pulls out the strap like, "What's up, bitch?" Puts the gun on the table. And he like, the people who know what really happened are invested in their survival. And he like, they still say they'll be in touch. So they ain't ready yet. Tommy, Ghost, and Dre is in the car. Tommy says if they don't get an answer by tomorrow, it's a war. Dre, I think Dre was looking at Alicia or some shit. I don't know. I forgot what happened. Sax tells Mike Angie has the tape of him going upstairs and is going to mock, but doesn't have enough. But the tape cuts off before he goes up. So, yeah, he like, thanks. Tommy shows Kate a pic of Tony holding Tommy at their house. The pain. They was in Flushing, Queens, apparently. She tells him that Tony is his father, and they took the pic, and he never came back, and says he left him. And Tommy gets mad, and he storms out and shit, because he was not happy with that. Mike goes to see Angela and tells her he knows she's going to mock to say that he's the mole. And he says, bitch, you ain't got no evidence. So he like, they got a pic of him leaving a Lobos Connect's apartment. Uh-oh. After Sanchez was killed, Greg saw Mike. He knows Mike helped Lobos. Says he killed Greg. Asks what Lobos had on him. She says he killed Greg. Asks what Lobos had on him. Mike says his daughter. He breaks down. It's like watching the fucking first 48 when they put their hand to the chin. It's fucking over. So yes. So yeah, he basically just breaks down like, my daughter was in danger. He was gonna kill his daughter and all this. So Angie got him on the wiretap. And Mike says he'll snitch on Angela and says her name came up in some of them conversations with Lobos. Nigga, your name came up, baby girl. Don't think that your motherfucking hands is clean. And fucking Angela is stupid because then he pulls the gun out or whatever. But when he said, bitch, you did some shit too, she like, takes the wire out. So, but she talking about, I'm innocent. No, bitch, you're not. You've been sucking a lot of dicks as well. And you also have been doing a bunch of fuck shit. You did help some shit. Anyway, you helped get Tommy out, baby. So then this stupid motherfucker, right, says that he'll be like, he came to investigate. And Angie tried to kill him by turning around with a gun, and he killed her in self-defense, right? That's his plan, right? That's the fucking plan, right? That's the plan, right? Well, yeah, I mean, I say that for other people. I got people up there. I ain't from there, but I do got people from motherfucking Jamaica and Southside. But see, I live in Atlanta, right? So if a nigga in Atlanta say Southside, they gonna think that a nigga is talking about fucking Riverdale in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna know. You know what I'm saying? I know about that South Side though. You know what I'm saying? I used to stay I stayed in Baisley and shit. Shout to my nigga Maestro Lungs and all that. I stayed in Baisley before. Queens is like, you know what I'm saying, a third home to me and shit. So yes, shout to Queens. So yes, his plan was to say, check this out now again. He came to say she was the mole, and she turned around with a gun or pulled a gun and tried to shoot him, and he had to kill her ass in self-defense. So what happens is She has a gun. She turns around and she shoots him in the fucking shoulder. Nigga, that was your plan, you dumbass. That was your plan. And you fucking blew it. She turned around with a gun. You was supposed to do what you said you was just gonna do, but you ain't do the shit. So anyway, she shoots him and she like, you're not a murderer, you're a witness. And then the cops come in and arrest his dumbass. And Mock says, he'll be in the MCC. Because everybody goes to the fucking MCC. The MCC is the most poorly secured prison in the fucking nation. So Kate goes to visit Tony and she says, stay out of Tommy's life. And says, she'll tell Connie about Tommy and her. And she says, stay away from my fucking son. So Tariq is with Brains and some other dude. And they break into a white lady's house. He walks to the door looking all innocent. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck how innocent you is, though. I'm like, who the fuck is this little nigga at my door? But anyway, so they rush in, and he hears them doing something upstairs or whatever. Long story short, this sick motherfucker is trying to rape the white lady. So he stops to talking about, Brains, stop. So then they just look and the lady like, no, and they shoot her ass. Because it's always better to turn a robbery into a rape and then escalate that shit into a fucking murder of a white woman. Yeah. So then after they shoot her ass, Reek run out and he shook, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So then we see Mike and Mock and they're talking and he says he'll snitch for immunity. This bitch made motherfucker. And he says he'll say, all his cases were tainted with Lobos and they'll have to throw all the motherfuckers out. And Mock's whole career will be cleaning up this mess. You know what I mean? So he says, he'll see what he can do. So Angela goes to see Silver, tells him Mike was arrested for Greg's killing. So, basically this dumbass, and I don't know why, but she tells him that or whatever. So tells him, he'll be in the MCC, and Silver says Ghost was innocent, and tell Proctor too. You know what I mean? So Silver goes, oh, what was funny about this conversation though, is when she told him, yeah, fucking this nigga Silver was like, Mike, the head of criminal? Yeah, Mike, that dude, the fucking head of criminal. Okay, Big Country. It's always a nigga named Big Country, no matter where the fuck you go. It don't even motherfucking matter. It don't even matter. It's always a nigga named Big Country and Black. Right. You're like a real New Yorker wouldn't care if it was a toddler. Wait your ass right there. I'll be back. Right. You like to set Mike up. That's why she told him to snitch so they wouldn't move him too quick. Facts. Then she also said, tell Proctor so there could be no doubt that he would be killed. Oh, yeah. Angie was getting her 48 laws of power on and shit. Ha, see how that works, 48 laws of power. So yes, fucking, I got thrown all off. Where the hell was I at? We at the end, basically. So yes, Mike and Mark they was talking, and Mike like, I'll tell all that shit, nigga, as long as I ain't gotta tell on nobody from Harlem, like fucking Alpo with some dumb shit. So yeah, Angela she tells everything to Silver. Yes, and it definitely was it to enable him with the information. Silver goes to Ghost house or whatever, and Tasha is surprised because he like, yes, Miss St. Patrick, and she acting like she dumb, like she's offended. Silver tells Ghost that he's cleared, no more that bullshit, and they got the murderer, and says they no longer need his services. Tells him it's Mike, you know what I'm saying? Tells Tasha Ghost came to his crib on the low, you know what I'm saying, ducked off, and she left the earring and asked, and then he asked if they can have dinner this weekend and talk it over or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That earring gonna come into play. You know that earring gonna come into play. So Proctor, Tommy, and Ghost meet to talk about Mike. They talk about Mike flipping and what he'll say, and if he knows about Lobos and their drug enterprise. So they want to murk Mike out. Says they need somebody they can trust. Tommy says, what about Teresi? So Tony calls and asks him, I mean, not Tony. Tommy calls Tony and asks him, Mike, or whatever. So he like, Tommy, your family will do whatever your family capiche, we loves you. So Uriel and Dre meet the Jimenez and they want to get rid of Tommy's whole organization. You know what I'm saying? Without a war. And he says, you know, war is the wrong way to go. It's the wrong route. You know, he says all of Tommy's fucking hustlers, his customers, they'll follow him. And Uriel agrees to that. And they ask why they should trust him because he wants, and then Dre is like, because I want to be the biggest drug dealer in New York City, which is the same thing that Tasha told Ghost at the beginning of the fucking show. You know what I mean? Says he got some connects to the Bassett Hotel and clubs to sell drugs. And the Jimenez, they like it. They like the idea. And they says they will give Tommy what he wants to buy some time and shit. I think Dre gonna smash that white lady too. That white lady been wanting some black dick. She wanted to fuck Ghost, but Ghost was like, get off me. You know what I mean? Yeah, Cristobal was there. You know what I mean? He said once he told her she had a choice in being dirty, she turned that device off. Yep. She was like, wait a minute, I'm innocent. Click, click. Yeah, that's when she served it when she did that shit. She should have burned that earring. But I'm sure it's two of them. She better get rid of both of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? She definitely is slipping. Let me slip, because when I slip, then I'm slipping. But if I got my Nina, then you know he said tripping. Motherfucking. Oh man. So yeah, they agree that they can take over Tommy's motherfucking block. You know what I mean? Stop, shut it down, open up shop. Whoa, no, that's a Rough Riders rule. These niggas is cocky than a motherfucker, right? So yes. So Mike gets killed by like a fake medical person within an hour. I mean, it's so easy to get a federal agent fucking killed and a fucking some kind of federal jail. It's hella easy. I'm talking about within an hour or two, it's done, nigga. It's done. You know what I mean? I like that song they was playing this shit too, though. It was like some kind of fucking English rapper or something. I was in jail when my grandma died. I like that song. Dre calls Tommy and tells the Jimenez agreed to the deal. Cristobal and Dre talk, and he's cocky as usual, and he says, yo, we're gonna pull this off. Da, da, da. Proctor goes to put some motherfucking evidence in a depot box. Smart nigga. Proctor Your days is numbered, nigga. Maybe not now, but eventually something gonna happen to your ass. So Ghost and Tate are at Ghost House and talking about how Ghost cleared them blocks up because the Jimenez made the deal and took those people off them corners. Reek comes in and asks, I wanna know about that private school. Oh, you wanna go now, huh, little nigga? Now you wanna go to motherfucking Connecticut now, don't you, motherfucker? So, you know, he says that boy is everything I ever wanted him to be. Not quite, nigga. So Mark sacks Angela. They finally find Mike's dead ass body. And they're like, all that info died with him. Mark said that. And Angela, just like Dre, talks to his dead body. And she like says something in Spanish, and it means that's for Greg. Just like how Dre did with Julio and shit. And the episode ends with Mike, dumbass, Sandoval, finally taken out of the game. We don't have to deal with his dumbass no fucking more. You know what I mean? I can't even give no predictions because I already saw the next episode and shit. But of course, it's gonna be some kind of blowback from fucking Tariq being at the scene of a fucking murder of a white woman. You killing white women, baby. Yeah, Proctor is smart, but he gonna get his ass clapped. He gonna get his ass clapped up. So yeah, since I ain't really doing predictions, like I said, but we could just, anything you want to discuss or clear up that I got wrong, or any discussions, you know what I'm saying, we can have. But I definitely am gonna do a episode 9 by itself, because it got to be by itself. You know what I mean? That shit was crucial, man. 50 is an idiot talking about he leaked his shit. Knowing he ain't leaked that shit. I know he didn't leak the shit because that shit is illegal as fuck. But he's silly as hell. But the ratings did actually go up. Just like with Game of Thrones. I don't know what that means. When you leak it, it goes up. I don't know. But I watched those episodes again when they came on. I watched those episodes 2 and 3 times during the week. But it's different watching them shits on your TV, clear, all big. You know what I'm saying? It's a different experience when you can do it like that, though. But yeah. So that's episode 7 and 8, man. You know what I'm saying? That is the recap of 7 and 8. It may have been long, and I know I was doped up and shit. But one day it's gonna be a nigga who hot in a motherfucker. Yeah, I know on that fucking thing. But I saw the real episode now though. There was a few, I don't know. So we really, for the people who watched the leak, who are awful people like me, yeah, there is missing shit. So there's still shit to see. It was still shit to see on them episodes. It was a whole bunch of shit to see on 9 and 10. Definitely. So it still was like I saw a bunch of new shit I hadn't seen and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yes, Dre, man, I want Dre to die. I'm still mad. I'm still mad about Kanan's character just switching up on some. I just love Tariq so much now. I can't kill him, and I don't want to kill Ghost. And no, it's all in the face. Get the fuck out of here, bruh. You did a bunch of motherfucking shit, my nigga. But it's some shit we got to speak about on episode 9, goddamn it. Oh my God. Not even just the shit you thinking, damn it. But yes, man, I'm about to fucking take an intermission. And I will be back for the episode 9 review, hopefully soon. Hopefully by like 5 or 5:30. And I'm gonna get a chance to really get into that. Because I had to do this double duty on this one right here. I definitely appreciate you. Don't Trip, I said it. Where you from, Don't Trip? You from Queens and shit? Shit, I'm still smoking this blunt. Actually, I've been fucking around. I'm smoking a fucking Game natural leaf. So that shit blows slower than a mother and reading cue cards and shit, and yada yada and whoopty whoop. So, you know what I mean? I figured you was, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, I used to be up in Baisley and shit with my Detroit born, Atlanta raised ass, you know what I'm saying? I've been going up there for years and shit. Like I got some real close partners from up there, so I'm very familiar with those Queen streets and shit, you know. Do I have a thing? Oh, let me see. Boom. I don't know if they, well, I know they got them in New York somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's them sweet aromatic flavor Game leaves. But I be on the, New York put me on to them entourages, but it's hard to find them entourages, but they got them Bluntvilles and they cheaper in Atlanta. Them shits is 99 cents. They $1.50 in NY. Them cigarettes expensive than a motherfucker too. It is, goddamn it. Get rich town, goddamn it. It's a big rich town. Don't go to fucking, don't go to Manhattan talking about buy some cigarettes. Them bitches gonna be $13, $15, nigga. Buying cigarettes is a fucking, oh yeah. Them entourages. Bluntvilles is pretty much kind, you know, like entourages, pretty much the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad niggas put me on to that shit. But yeah, I'm gonna take this intermission. And if you subscribe, you'll see that notification come up. But I gotta do a review of that. I gotta do this Game of Thrones too, man. I can't fucking tell how much people, especially niggas, should watch Game of Thrones. I know niggas be like, ah, knights and shit. Nah, nigga, this shit gangster. Gangster. Trust me. But yeah, man, let me get up out of here. This video about to be like 3 hours long. I got gradually higher and higher during that shit. Niggas gonna be like, that's gonna be the fun of watching it. Like, this nigga fucking up, he high. But shit, you can watch the shit fucking high. Yeah, you should, man. I'm telling you. It's great, man. You know, I ain't never been into that type shit. Trust me. I never. You know what I mean? Peace out. I'm out like that. But for the other people who watch it later, subscribe. Follow me at Loch121. That's LOCH121. I don't just look at TV shows. Yes, I do music. I got music videos and fucking music and all kind of shit on my page, on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Yada, yada. And yes, hopefully y'all have a great motherfucking day on a young Thursday. Subscribe, like, comment, share, because the more y'all share and like, I'll bring it, you know, more videos. Sometimes I be doped up. I be like, that video ain't getting no views. Fuck that shit. But I do be seeing the subscribers, so I know there's some, you know, some people are actually waiting on those videos to come out. And, you know, whether it's 3 or 3,000, you gonna make it pop though. But yeah, I'm out like that, man. I'll be back with that episode 9 very, very soon. One.